And good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, October 22nd, and it is National Nut Day. And you guys were just talking about walnuts. Well,
is that like as in your
crazy
co-host?
coworkers?
Oh.
No.
Oh, darn it.
No, we'll tell you a little bit about the well, not really history, but the nutritional values of nuts.
Okay. All right. And didn't you have a while back macadamia nuts? So they have their own national.
They have their
day,
own national.
This is all encompassing.
Yes. We're talking about all nuts today, not including you.
All right, very good. You should include me, definitely. All right, on our show today, we have a couple guests, couple doctors from the East West Wellness Medical Center. They're going to talk about their services. Also, from the California Senior Medical Patrol, we have a guest on, and I believe one of the main things they're going to be talking about is Medicare fraud and protecting your number and your card. You know, the number now is different. It used to be it would be your Social Security number, but they changed that, I think, about a couple years ago. Also, Beth Perrick will be here from Project Thrive, and we have a couple guests from the India Club. They have the Festival of Lights coming up.
Sounds good. All right, we've got a couple of meetings happening this morning. We have the GRF Special Board meeting at 11 a.m. in the boardroom, and then the United Special Board meeting, which will be in the Sycamore Room, also at 11. And both of these special board meetings are regarding community insurance. All right, so yes, as Ken alluded to, this is not a day about your coworker, or a crazy neighbor that lives down the street. It's more about celebrating a nutritious snack of nuts. So nuts are a highly prized food and energy source and are a primary source of nutrients for both humans and wildlife. Many of them are used in cooking, eating raw, sprouted, and roasted as a snack food and presented for oil that is used in cookery or cosmetics. The fats found in nuts, for the most part, are unsaturated fats, including monosaturated fats. Many nuts are excellent sources of vitamins E and B2. They are also rich in protein, folate, fiber, and essential minerals such as magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, copper, and selenium. Nuts are essential to animals, especially those in temperate climates, as they store acorns and other nuts during the autumn months to keep themselves from starving during late fall and all winter. Several studies have shown that those who consume nuts on a regular basis are less likely to suffer from coronary heart disease. It was in 1993 that nuts were first linked to protection against CHD. Since that time, many clinical trials have found that consumption of various nuts, such as almonds and walnuts, can lower serum LDL cholesterol concentrations. One study has shown that people who ate nuts lived 2 to 3 years longer than those who did not, and those who were consuming nuts may have been eating less junk food, leading to a longer lifespan. And nuts in their most rawest form are the best for you. So there you go. So go ahead and have nuts all day, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, sounds good. I mean, I was fortunate to get some walnuts from one of our coworkers from his tree, and I love walnuts. A little hard to crack, but that's part of the fun. It's like eating lobster or crab, right? You get rewarded. But
yes.
yeah, it's especially this time of the year. You go to, you start seeing in the markets in fall, and then the holiday seasons, all the shelled nuts, in the big bins that you can get, and I love them. All right, well, we got some Santa Ana winds coming to you in force probably Thursday and Friday. So we'll probably see red flag warnings going up for that. And, possible for down here, strong winds. The last event, we were fortunate. We got just a little offshore breezes where, of course, north of us and also Riverside area got them much stronger. So we'll see, but more than likely we're going to see a red flag warning going up for those days. Today, we have a little bit of, like yesterday, a little mild offshore condition, and that's because the center of the high is really off our coast, but over the course of the next day or two, it's going to start to move inland, so therefore those winds shift and come more from the northeast. Tomorrow, we're going to drop this down a little bit, and I've seen different temperatures for tomorrow, anywhere from about 84 to about 88. So we'll see how much cooler it gets tomorrow. But right now, it's supposed to be a little cooler, and then Thursday and Friday. Now, as we get to, as I said, the winds, as we get to Saturday, we're going to see those temperatures drop, and we're supposed to get a little bit of fog coming back in the morning on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So that will be nice. We'll start to see those temperatures drop. Around Orange County and elsewhere today, temperatures are very similar to what we had yesterday. They are up by about 2 degrees. Look at the beaches, and that's because we are getting, though it's not too much, we are getting a little bit of the offshore breeze. So the beaches are really rising in temperature over the last couple days, and that high pressure system is sitting off our coast, so it's raising those temperatures. So we'll see tomorrow if it gets a little cooler, and hopefully the winds don't get that strong on Thursday and Friday, but as I said, more than likely we'll see that red flag warning going up. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
#1 choice for wood flooring and more is LA Carpet.
Now during their 2-day sale, visit their showroom now and get 65% off wood flooring, laminate, and waterproof flooring.
Plus, get 5-year, 0% financing.
Carpet, #1 for you.
Do you know how secure your money and personal information will be on your next real estate transaction? Escrow Options Group is the only escrow company trained by the FBI on fraud. We also carry cyber fraud protection and have received the largest industry security measure, the SSAE certification. Ask your real estate professional to open escrow with Escrow Options Group to ensure the protection of your funds and personal information on your real estate transaction.
Do you hear but not understand? I have good news for you. A proprietary system for verifying hearing correction, Verified Best Speech Clarity, is now available through the All-American Hearing Network. This means hearing improvement can now be verified and documented. Your individual hearing correction is guaranteed in writing. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot. Try AMP, the world's smallest hearing aid at an unbelievably small price, just $750. It's ready to go in one visit, comfortable to wear, and virtually invisible when worn. Yes, you can now have verified best speech clarity. Hear every word. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot, risk-free.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Dr. Yi-Wing Tong and Dr. Elaine Tong specialize in treating chronic pain and other disorders without drugs or surgery. Our therapy uses anesthetic injections to enhance acupuncture, curing disorders by restoring circulation and health. Most of our patients have tried all kinds of therapies without benefit, but obtained relief with their first treatment. Whether you are suffering from chronic pain, mental disorders, or simply wanting to maintain optimal health, we are here to help. Call today for your free phone consultation.
Welcome back. I have East West Wellness Medical Center here today, and we have Dr. Yi-Wing Tong and Dr. Elaine Tong with us to tell us about your wellness center and all of the things that you do there. Welcome. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
So let's talk a little bit about, Chinese medicine combined with Western medicine is what I think I'm hearing you're saying.
Yes.
And as we were talking beforehand, you had been an anesthesiologist and you had gone a different route. Tell me what your background is in.
I am a family medicine physician, and but I think before I went to med school, I knew I was going to do what he did because I saw the results he had, and it was just it's kind of mind-boggling, and it's actually astounding what we can do.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the human body and kind of what you know about it.
A human is both mind and body. In fact, our true nature is mind, an invisible, non-physical energy that can heal everything. The Chinese call that qi, out in space.
Right.
Basically, like Dr. Tong, Dr. Elaine, channel Tong, channel Elaine, and channel Lisa. On top of each other, like channel 7, channel 2.
Oh.
And then this energy enter the physical body, make the body function, and live in the body and heal. It attach to blood, okay, and go to heal different disorder through the circulation.
Right.
And the problem comes from stress, bad diet, and pollution, stuff like that, cause blockage on the different meridian, the heart, lung, liver, kidney,
Yes.
spleen, they are the antennas that receive the true healing power.
Okay.
So stress causes traffic jams on those circulation blocks.
Right.
And when you have a traffic jam, you don't have food, you don't have police force and different functions,
Right.
and then you don't have anybody to remove the garbage.
Right.
And that's what caused the problem in the society, and the problem blocking a circulation.
Right.
That's caused the problem. Acupuncture only open easy blocks.
Right.
When severe block, the spasm is very tight.
Right.
And I found this out. I was doing full-time anesthesia on the side. Since I didn't believe in drug, I learned Chinese medicine. And I used acupuncture, and I found out that the injection, the anesthetic nerve blocks, open the blockage much more completely, and you can produce profound results.
Right.
Faster, too.
Yeah, so tell me how I know you said that what he has found is something that you find quite fascinating. So what is it about it that you find different than some of the other medications or applications out there?
Actually, this is actually not anything new. A lot of pain management physicians do trigger point injections, nerve blocks, locally where there's pain.
Okay.
But what we found that if you inject acupuncture points along the different meridians, say your stomach channel, your heart channel, your lung channel, we were having patients saying, Dr. Tong, Dr. Elaine, my blood pressure has come down. I don't need as much medication. My cholesterol has come down. My asthma is better. I don't have IBS anymore. My diarrhea is better. So we were finding that all of these symptoms, besides just the pain symptoms, were getting relieved.
Okay.
So we were seeing that we were really treating the whole body and not just the symptom of a local where there's pain.
Right.
And everything is connected. So if, say, someone comes in with back pain or anxiety, and problem with urination, we know that's the kidney problem,
Right.
because everything's connected to the kidney. So they're saying, oh, I'm so anxious too, but I have back pain. So you treat the kidney, everything gets resolved. And it's not as easy as that. I mean, there's a lot of other factors, but that's kind of in a nutshell.
Okay.
Okay, let me add to this, okay? So almost millions of MDs and physicians use trigger point injection.
Sure.
But trigger point are block acupuncture points. If you do it locally, let's say this is Santa Ana. Okay, you got traffic jam here, but then the traffic jam involved connect to San Diego and Sacramento. So what we know is that you cannot just treat the local problem.
Right.
You open this here, let's say you open some pain here, okay, but you do not open distal to it or above it, okay. Then after the qi, the energy flow, get jammed up in the bottom, you congest it back here, and sometimes your pain is worse.
Right.
So all the trigger point injection practiced by regular allopathic doctors are actually practicing acupuncture without knowing Chinese medicine.
Right.
So many people are afraid to do it because the pain came back a lot worse.
Okay.
So today we treat not just a local problem. We look at the Chinese medical principle, and we treat the total body, and then we balance the heat and cold, the yin and yang. So a lot more involved than just injecting trigger point nerve blocks.
Right. So when you evaluate a patient, like you said, if you come in and they're having some stomach issues, do you use any like reflexology in the feet? Because I know there's a lot of trigger points in the feet. Is that a primary area?
We don't use reflexology, but we do use a lot of herbs and supplements, nutraceuticals.
Okay.
And so what we do is something called applied kinesiology. We muscle test the supplements to see what the patients need, and that actually guides us on what needs to be done. And we actually wanted to actually add an accugraph as well, because that can actually show where the patient has blockage.
What is an accugraph?
You can explain.
Okay, here's answer your question directly, okay? To diagnose, to find out what problem they have. You don't use reflexology, it's a treatment.
Okay.
And all the herbs and supplements is treatment, okay? You find out where the pains are and what do they eat then you know what channels involved. Let's say they get angry all the time. That has to do with liver. They have panic disorder. That has to do with liver. And you have a heartbreaking event like your spouse die or you get betrayed by a friend. That's a heart channel. So when people say, I love you with my heart, not this heart. The physical body feels nothing. It's the heart chi out here. The end to the body attached to the blood. Heart chi enable the body to feel love, joy, and laughter.
Okay.
When people get really angry and suddenly the liver is blocked, the soul is not there, and you got road rages. And people kill somebody, they were not that person at that time.
They're disconnected.
Yeah, so once we find out what symptom they are and what they eat, what kind of stress they have, we don't need any tests.
Right.
Okay, and the acograph that she said kind of tell you which side the block is worse and stuff like that, so to help us to select the treatment.
So let's talk a little bit about when you became chronically ill.
Yes.
What happened?
Me,
Yeah.
okay. Well, in the beginning, I would just do the Chinese principle of opening freeway and opening the next freeway and the one before. So I did not really read so much about Chinese medicine, but my results were astounding. So, people had 4 back surgery, could not move. I say, well, come over. I was doing this on the side, okay? And one treatment, she said, oh, I'm better. I thought they were kidding, okay? And then I see them move. Okay, after a while, my results become more consistent. So I decided to find out what Qi was. And I started learning Qigong. And in the beginning, I don't feel anything about Qi. But after a while, I can feel that tingling, and then you open it, you relax it, and you feel fresh. And suddenly the symptom much better.
Right.
So, and also learn how to emit my Qi. I could move her behind her back 9 feet away. So I got carried away. Okay, I know, you read this all the time in Chinese literature, okay? So, but anyway, so I start using my Qi to try to open up people's blockage.
Okay.
And in 4 months of draining my life, I did not know it's my life. I became real sick. For like 5 years, I went to Beijing, Hong Kong, Chinatown. Nobody was give me any relief except my injections. So I started injecting myself. I have 25 years of self-improvement. If you go to my website, you see that 13 years ago, I look 20 years older than now.
Oh, wow.
And ugly. Okay, my leg was so infected. Dr. Frankenstein, you can call.
There are some scary pictures.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You can call me Dr. Frankenstein.
Well, next time we're going to show those pictures. I think that would be really good to see.
Go to my website and then you can find out anti-aging. So today I should be 20 years older than 75 years.
Well, I'm coming to him because I want to look 20 years younger. I want to be awesome.
And
what are you, like 70? Are you like 80 years old right now?
See, this is how good our
I love it.
treatment is.
I love it. This is
but
great.
Anyway, she is going to add to this. So we can do true anti-aging by reversing the blockage. Right. And Dr. Elaine is going to learn a laser technique to get rid of things that fast. Perfect. And there's another procedure called platelet-rich plasma. You spin down your own blood. Okay? You get rid of the red cell, and the plasma had platelet, which has growth factors.
Right.
So we can grow back hair, grow back dead skins, and then you use NBE treatment, which is the acupuncture combined with nerve block, to truly restore health.
Exactly.
And you learn how to maintain health, you get long-term results. Her is immediate and cosmetic enhancement right away. Okay. But if you don't restore health, you get old.
Well, let's have Elaine tell us about the laser techniques and the NBE therapy.
So there's a lot, especially with Asian skin and darker skin, laser has actually been, can be dangerous because the skin is very sensitive. Sure. So, we've done a lot of research on different laser treatments, and we're going to add something that will help people that have more sensitive skin, laser skin. I'm getting it myself to get it done, but I've noticed really good results. It's non-invasive, that there's no downtime. I mean, very little downtime. Okay. And that, in combination with PRP, will help with lines, wrinkles, dark spots, and then also with our injections, treatment, and then I'm also going to combine that with, the supplements that I recommend for
Great.
patients to take every day.
Okay.
And that's really just our holistic wellness
Sure.
inside and out, because everyone wants to look beautiful and stay young as well.
Right, and without invasive surgery, for
Right,
sure.
right.
Okay.
And that's kind of our MO, is to do everything naturally and as holistically as possible.
Excellent, excellent.
Well, I want to add the most important thing of our selling point is that the reason why you get the blemishes and your wrinkle is because you grow old. It's a disorder. It's caused by blockages.
Okay.
So if you don't do this after the regular pico, laser, PRP, those things will come back.
It'll come back.
You'll
Yeah,
come back,
it can
okay?
come back.
Right.
But if you restore the health
Right.
and learn how to maintain it, you might take 3 times longer or 4
Right.
times longer to come
So
back.
I mean, you do have to do maintenance, but
Sure.
if you maintain the inside,
Yeah.
it'll be much longer. It'll have much longer lasting
Fantastic.
But to
results.
real clear, okay, look at my pictures 13 years ago. I have a lot of wrinkles and my face was puffed up and it's dry
Right.
and old.
Right.
Okay, but look at my
Yeah,
face
you've
now.
got good skin
we
now.
Haven't,
It looks
we haven't
good.
get any laser or PRP.
Well, that looks
So
pretty
we
good.
add to this, okay, I'll grow my hair and next year I'll look a lot younger.
Yeah, he has no
let's
makeup.
I know he has no makeup. Let's tell them the
I don't have makeup on
website
either.
and the phone number that they can go ahead and find out the information. So it's drtong.com.
Yes.
Right? Okay, good. And then
drtong.com.
got it. And then your phone number is 714-556-8664. So they can go and check out your scary pictures.
They're on there.
All right. Well, thank you both very much for being on. I appreciate the information. And
You're welcome.
I just might visit you with a camera and we can show everybody what's going on.
Yes.
All right. Thank
Thank you.
And remember, if you want additional information about what we've talked about here today, and so you can learn how to be younger as well, go to drtong.com. We'll be right back.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
Most real estate agents stick to the 3 Ps of marketing. They place it on the MLS, they put up a sign, and pray that it sells. Laguna Premier Realty takes a different approach to marketing your home. From professional and high-quality photos, to high-definition video, single property websites, and 3D virtual tours. We will make your property stand out and, most importantly, sell. So whether you are looking to list your current home or find your dream home in the village, Laguna Premier Realty is here to help.
Did you know there are over 400,000 seniors in Orange County today? So where does a senior or family caregiver go for information and resources? You can turn to the Answers Guide, published by the Council on Aging Southern California. Answers is full of articles and resources to help you navigate the aging experience. You can pick up your free copy today at the clubhouse nearest you or at the Social Services Office. The Council on Aging, helping seniors remain healthy, connected, and protected.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the Jewelry Box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
If you have Medicare, you got to get Alignment Health Plan's Black Card. It's a member-only benefit, unlike anything I've ever seen, giving you access to one-on-one health support any time of day or night. Need to schedule an appointment or need it right there? They'll take care of it. Now you can talk to a doctor 24 hours a day. Call them and get a card of your own, and all the benefits you deserve, too.
Welcome back. Very interesting subject today, and I came across this company in our local paper, The Globe, and it's called the Senior Medicare Patrol, and I have Mickey Nozaki here. So a Medicare Patrol, didn't even think we would have to have that, but why do you guys have a Medicare Patrol?
Why do we? And our program actually has been around since 1997, believe it or not. This is what happened. And by the way, Senior Medicare Patrol is a private nonprofit.
Okay.
We're not a company, we don't sell anything. We are grant funded by the Department of Health and Human Services at the federal level, and we get grants every 3 years to educate all across the state about Medicare fraud and how people can prevent themselves from becoming victimized by the scammers.
Exactly. And you know what? It looks as though there is a whole lot of money being scammed.
Yes, unfortunately. The government estimates that we lose anywhere between $60 and $90 billion a year.
That is astonishing. And I know we have some slides that we'd love to show where we've got, we show that the Medicare payments are large, but a big chunk, that's a lot of money.
Isn't it
How is that
unfortunate?
happening?
Yes. Well, we have a lot of providers, a lot of people who steal providers' information and then bill Medicare for billions and billions of dollars. And it's very unfortunate because look at all the money that could be spent on good stuff when people are walking away. And unfortunately, not only are the taxpayers impacted, but our health care is impacted and potentially jeopardized by these scammers.
Exactly. Well, and then I'm sure our insurance rates go up and maybe people's payments go up as well.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So let's take a look at the Medicare cards because I know there was a big change.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the differences.
Yes, definitely. So we know that the old card had the Social Security number on it, and we know that Social Security number is the kind of the key to identity theft.
Sure.
And fortunately, there's been a lot of awareness information about identity theft.
Right.
Well, a couple of years ago, Medicare took the Social Security number right off of the Medicare card and replaced it with this unique identifier.
Okay.
But I don't want people to think that just because the Social Security number is off the card, that they can just carry it around and give that unique identifier to anybody.
Right.
Because that same unique identifier can be used to scam Medicare and the individual. So I want people to think of the Medicare card like a healthcare charge card. If somebody calls you on the phone and says, you know, I'd really like your Visa number and your PIN or your checking account information, you're not going to divulge that information.
Right.
We don't want people to give up their Medicare information to a stranger.
Okay. Well, tell me about some of the scams. So a Medicare brace scam.
Yes.
So what is that?
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the 3 top trends that are victimizing our Medicare beneficiaries today. The first one, people will get robocalls constantly. I think we're all inundated by these calls. And the caller will say, as this unfortunate woman did, she picked up the phone and the robocall said, if you're a Medicare beneficiary and you have back pain or you have knee pain, press 1. Well, unfortunately, she pressed number 1. She got a live person on the phone who said, we would love to send you a back brace or a knee brace or any other piece of equipment that you need, 100% covered by Medicare. We just want to make sure that you are eligible. So the first thing they want is your Medicare number.
Wow.
Okay? Unfortunately, she gave up her Medicare number, date of birth, her address. These suppliers who are doing the scam start sending her all of this equipment that she doesn't need. It's cheap stuff. She can't even use it. But because they have her Medicare number, they're billing Medicare for tons and tons of supplies.
I see.
And then she walks home one day and on her doorstep are boxes and boxes of all these cheap things that she doesn't want, she doesn't need.
I see.
But all of this is going on her Medicare record.
But they're actually receiving the money.
They're receiving the money, absolutely.
How are they able to redirect that how are they able to redirect that money to them?
Oh, it's incredible marketing schemes. They're so clever and they know exactly how to work the system. That's the unfortunate part. And they're taking advantage of people who just don't understand.
Right. Oh my gosh, that is horrible. All right, talk about another one. And then
well, speaking of horrible,
yeah.
So there are hospice scammers, believe it or not. I mean, it's horrible to even think about. When we recognize hospice, we know it is a legitimate Medicare benefit for people who are terminally ill and expected to pass away.
Right.
But there are agencies that will actually lie to you and tell you that there's a new Medicare hospice benefit. You don't have to be terminal. You can get all the insure, the diapers, the walkers, anything you need, 100% covered by Medicare. And they have people actually sign on the dotted line. Well, when they sign on the dotted line, they're actually enrolling themselves in hospice.
Oh boy.
It goes on their record. They don't get the prescription drugs that they need. They don't get to see the doctor that they have.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
And it's just curative comfort care, not curative, it's comfort care.
Okay.
So they're not getting everything that they need to sustain themselves.
Sure, because they figured they don't need it anymore. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. All right, and then another DNA scam.
Oh, this is the
and this
number
is
one.
frightening because we have an organization here that's done by UCI, and they're collecting DNA. I'm sure you're aware of it.
Yes.
So I mean, this is why people are afraid to do things like this.
Well, and that's legitimate, 100% legitimate.
It is, right.
So is Ancestry.com and
Right.
123 and all of those things that people will recognize. So when a laboratory person in a little white coat comes up to you and says, you know, Medicare now covers genetic testing. All you need to do is this little cheek swab, and we'll send you a report. And that report will show you, are you prone to cancer? Or your medications are contraindicated. But before we do that, you need to give me your Medicare number.
Wow.
And that's what they do. So they give them a cheek swab kit. They never get the report. Beneficiaries are fooled into doing this, thinking they're going to get something.
Right.
But the laboratories bill Medicare thousands and thousands of dollars, and they get paid.
How does Medicare? I mean, are they, obviously they're aware of this, but are they trained to know about some of these things?
Medicare understands that we're being scammed. They're the ones that estimate we're losing the $90 billion a year. And there are Medicare law enforcement contractors that go out, believe it or not, with bulletproof vests and guns, and they do investigate, and they are bringing down the bad guys. Just not fast enough and not enough of them.
Where are the bad guys located? Are they here in the United States?
All over the place. They could be here in the United States, they could be abroad.
Okay. Is it fair to say that normally a person who is on Medicare would not receive a phone call regarding these kinds of things and maybe a mailer instead if it was legitimate? Or do you still get phone calls from legitimate?
No, these criminal scammers are so clever. They will use whatever is at their fingertips. They will send postcards telling you that you have to call right away or your Medicare benefits are in jeopardy. They will do emailing. They will do robocalling. In fact, I understand that of the 100% of telephone traffic in the country, 50% is robocalls. Wow. And we're being inundated by this.
Exactly. No, we are. No. So what can someone do if they're hesitant to give their, I mean, should they always be hesitant to give the Medicare number?
I think everybody should be hesitant to give up any of their personal information.
Okay.
They need to be diligent.
Okay.
You need to be very aware that there are a lot of bad guys out there. I mean, most people are good, right? But you never know when the bad guy's going to attack you.
Right.
So I want to make sure that people understand these are the things to protect yourself against Medicare fraud.
Okay.
Number one, always, always, always consult your own doctor, always. So Medicare isn't going to cover any service or any supply if it's not prescribed by your doctor and medically necessary.
Got it.
So when somebody calls you up on the phone and says, I've got a free back brace for you, that's not your doctor. You need a back brace, you consult your own doctor.
Okay. Okay.
Second, guard your card. Your Medicare card, think of it again as your health care charge card.
Okay.
You don't want to give out that information to anybody that does not need it.
Right. Okay.
Next, hang up on strange calls. Like I said, robocalls are being we're just inundated by these crazy calls.
Right.
I would say don't even pick up the phone because you just don't know who can trust anymore.
Right.
And that's the unfortunate part
if you don't recognize
about
that number, forget it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if it's important, tell people. They'll leave a message. You can call them back.
Exactly.
Review your medical statements. That's the other very important thing. There are two kinds of statements that people receive. There's the Medicare summary notice. That comes every 90 days in the mail if you have straight Medicare. And if you have a Medicare Advantage, what they call an HMO,
Yes.
you get an explanation of benefits once a month.
Okay.
We need to look at those things carefully.
Right.
We need to review those medical statements to make sure that it's accurate, that the services and the supplies that's represented there are truly what we got. And if we see something that, wait a minute, I didn't see Dr. Smith in Oklahoma City last week, we need to call Medicare or call Senior Medicare Patrol.
Right. Okay, excellent, excellent. And then, so for you in particular, Senior Medicare Patrol offers fraud prevention workshops.
Yes.
And how can people find out where those are?
Yes. Well, we have our toll-free number right here on the screen.
Okay.
If you have a club, a meeting where you bring people together, I'm local. I can come. I can give a workshop like this with a lot more detailed information.
Nice.
Anytime you want. I'm here to educate. That's my primary mission.
And then billing review, do you literally review their bills with them?
Yes. If somebody says, well, wait a minute, I have a Medicare summary notice here and it says that I got a pneumonia shot, but I actually got a flu shot. Something's wrong.
Okay.
Well, it could very well be an error.
Yes.
But it could very well be some fraudulent billing.
Okay.
We help people work through that with their doctors.
Okay.
And then if there is potential fraud, we send it right on to law enforcement.
Oh, that is awesome. All right. Well, gosh. Wonderful information. And you know, right now is a big time for open enrollment, and everybody is, you know, probably nervous about it. And so I really appreciate you coming on. Great information, and what a great organization.
Thank you for bringing focus to this important topic.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. And remember, if you want any information about this, you can go to californiahealthadvocates.org. But remember what she said is that you need to make sure you take care of that Medicare card and don't give that number out to anybody you don't know. We'll be right back.
October is Audiology Awareness Month. Studies show that 70% of the people over the age of 65 have some form of hearing loss which affects their lives. Hearing loss is common, yet not healthy. Your brain needs to hear a complete spectrum of sound to process it quickly and accurately. Audiologists are the experts in treating hearing issues. Come to Amazing Hearing and let our audiologists change the way you hear.
At South County Lexus, we really are different. We're California's exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Lexus Plus is a new way of doing business. At a Lexus Plus dealer, you can expect an upfront, negotiation-free, hassle-free price right on the vehicle. The same price you'll find on our website, all the way through the transaction. At South County Lexus, we feel this is the way of the future, and this is the way the customer prefers to do business. South County Lexus, your exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Different, just like you.
Vacation where you live. The Towers offers the amenities and services of a hotel, daily lunches and three-course dinners, weekly housekeeping, spacious floor plans with panoramic views, on-site maintenance, daily activities, and a 24-hour reception desk. Visit us at towers@lagunawoodsvillage.com.
At our new Memorial Wave Imaging Center in Laguna Woods, formerly Orange County Diagnostics, you can expect the same precise imaging, multiple modalities for your imaging needs, and the same friendly staff with medical providers like Dr. Syed Sharakni. The Laguna Woods Transportation Service offers convenient access right to our door, and we continue to provide the care and compassion that you expect from our new Wave Laguna Woods location.
Well, it's always nice to have Beth Perrick on, and when she's talking about the Thrive Project, it's even better. So great to have you here today.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, this
it's
has
good
been,
to be here.
Well, for lack of a better word, a thriving project, hasn't it?
It is a thriving project.
Yeah.
We've been going for, I don't know, we started it when I was on third, so maybe
I think so.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
So, and we keep evolving and looking at how to deliver the message in a different way. Remember last year we did the Centenarian Project.
Yes.
And that really was a success. That was led by Lucy Parker and Mark Rabinovich. And the Centenarian, hard to say, project is at the History Center now.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to go over there, they can check that out.
Yes, yes. And hopefully it's up on YouTube so people can go there and take a look.
Yeah, very good project.
At the interviews.
So this time, this year really the catalyst is kindness.
Right.
And first question is, how do you come up with sort of a theme, what you want to focus on for the year?
Actually, it's what someone thinks about and comes up with. And Joan Millman read an article and was thinking about kindness, and then she was talking with Eileen, our marketing gal, and said, you know, that in Anaheim, the mayor in Anaheim a couple of years ago came up with the idea of having Anaheim be the kindness city. And they became the kindness city. And so Joan brought that to the Thrive meeting and said, what do you think about that? And we said, it fits. It fits so nicely with what we're talking about in Thrive. How do you thrive in the village? And kindness is what will help us to thrive in the village. So we talked about that together and said, we'll have this be the year of kindness. So now we have to work at what that's going to be looking like. So Joan is leading this project, and Cindy Whitney is leading it with her. So that's the team. The next meeting, after we decided we were going to do kindness, Tom Nash, a member of the Thrive Committee, came in and he said, did you see the LA Times front page story that UCLA has been given a $20 million grant to study kindness?
Really?
The Kindness Project. And so we took a look at it. I wanted to tell you a couple of the things that it said in the article. And kindness could be something very small. As the example is a friendly smile, a food pantry donation. A remarkable act of Los Angeles benefit would be to not get so angry when a driver cuts in front of you. That's an LA thing. But there is the other flip side of that. When such acts of kindness have self-serving, science has conclusively shown that they also make you healthier.
Yeah.
So there are so many small ways that you can demonstrate kindness, and that's what we want to focus on this year. So what I wanted to say is I would love it if I could tell you the opening ceremony that we're going to be having kicking off this year. We haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Tomorrow the Thrive Committee will be meeting, and that's one of the big things that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
It will be in conjunction with one of our recreation events, and we'll kick off the Year of Kindness here in Laguna Woods Village.
Okay, and that's something you still have to decide on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you know, I have on here your next meeting is November 4th.
Right.
Is that the meeting you're going to discuss this at?
No,
Oh, you're
we'll
having-
discuss it tomorrow.
Okay.
We have a meeting tomorrow, then the one after that is
Oh,
November
I see.
4th.
Okay.
So we will be in progress then. As a matter of fact, we've decided that each month someone from Thrive hopefully will be able to be on TV with you.
Yeah, like
and
they
we'll
have.
talk
They
about
usually
what's
do,
happening
yes.
in
Okay.
kindness in that month. And we want to do things like the kindness act of the month or blah, blah, something.
Yeah.
Tell stories, tell kindness stories, maybe have some videos. I know that Tom Nash is putting together videos of people exhibiting acts of kindness. So those will all be bound together in weaving this fabric of a year of kindness in Laguna Woods Village.
Okay. And if people want to get involved, just come to your meetings, and it's something that they want to be a part of?
They could come to the meetings, or they could send an email to someone on the Thrive Committee and ask, and on the Thrive Committee would be Joan Millman, or Brian Gruner, or Paul Ortiz, or myself.
All right.
They could easily
they might
get
have
any of those
things that
emails that they would like to maybe say. And we're going to try to involve the clubs and some sort of cultural events,
Yeah,
maybe
that's really
sporting
good.
events, and monthly on TV. So we have Thrive teams that are working together to try to plan different types of activities.
Okay.
So
very good. So you'll let us know once the celebration, or what's that? When will the opening celebration be? Is that in January?
We don't know.
You don't know
We
yet.
haven't
Okay.
decided. That's going to be
Okay.
decided tomorrow. So the November person that's coming on, and I'm not sure who that person is, that will be coming on for Thrive, will let you know when the opening kickoff ceremony will be.
All right. Very good. Always good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much, and
Thank you.
we'll look forward to hearing more about this.
Yes, it'll be a great year.
Yeah, it will be. Thank you very much, Beth, and we'll be right back.
For one night only at the Performing Arts Center, the former lead singer for Santana.
Are you sure you like that?
He'll be performing a mixture of Motown and traditional R&B that will take you back to the magical days of your youth, plus greats from his years with Santana. Don't miss this one. One night only, November 10, 11-time Grammy Award winner Tony Lindsay at the Performing Arts Center.
Mind and Memory Program at Mission Hospital is an outpatient program specifically designed for patients with a memory disorder who have developed a mental health issue, such as depression, anxiety, or paranoia. Patients are welcome every day, Monday through Friday, up to 4 days a week. On-site meals and snacks are included, and transportation to and from the program is available. The program focuses on improvement in overall mood, function, and concentration, as well as a decrease in depression or anxiety. Call today to find out if you or your loved one qualifies for the Mind and Memory Program.
We love to show people that our sight loss won't hold us back. Thanks to free classes at Braille Institute, we're returning to the things we love. We're connecting with the world using today's technology. And we're learning to get back in the game. Thanks to Braille Institute, it's about what we can do, not what we can't.
Get information about free programs available from Braille Institute Anaheim, or learn about our new center in South Orange County by calling 1-800-BRAILLE or visit brailleinstitute.org.
When your sticker package arrives, follow the simple instructions on the envelope. It's important to note that the sticker must be adhered to the inside of your vehicle before driving on a tolled bridge, lane, or road. There, you're all set to go out and enjoy the drive. A new drive awaits on the toll roads of Orange County.
At South County Lexus, we really are different. We're California's exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Lexus Plus is a new way of doing business. At a Lexus Plus dealer, you can expect an upfront, negotiation-free, hassle-free price right on the vehicle. The same price you'll find on our website, all the way through the transaction. At South County Lexus, we feel this is the way of the future, and this is the way the customer prefers to do business. South County Lexus, your exclusive Lexus Plus dealer. Different, just like you.
Well, coming up on November 3rd is going to be the Festival of Lights that is being put on by the India Club here in Laguna Woods Village, and it's always a pleasure to have guests from that club on. And today, well, we have someone who's been on before. That's Archana Dongre. Good to see you again.
Hello again.
Way over there. Good to see you.
Okay. Well, they put me here.
Yes, I saw her out there.
Okay.
And then I'd like to welcome Krishna Murthy, and this is your first time on,
yes,
right?
it is my first time. I'm so excited.
And I just, whenever these ladies come on from the India Club, you can expect just colorful and beautiful dress. It's great. You liven up the place. So, I mentioned this Festival of Lights coming up, and what I want to find out, I'll ask you first. I'm reading here, and I know I've heard about this before, but what is Diwali?
Well, Diwali, that's the most celebrated festival of India.
Mm-hmm.
And the origin of Diwali, it can be traced back to like many legends from many years back. But what we celebrate is the victory of victory of light over bad things, like evil things.
All right.
And that's kind of message you will agree that resonates with people all across the world. you know.
It does.
And we're also celebrating the triumph of knowledge over ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the lamp comes in, because the light is always a symbol of knowledge and consciousness, and it dispels darkness. So, and darkness is the symbol for ignorance.
Yeah.
In India, they always have rows of lights in front of people's homes, and it looks so beautiful. And there's a Sanskrit word for that row, and that is Deepavali. That means a row of lights. And that's how the festival got its name.
Now, are that row of lights, they just put out for the festival time, or is it just all the time?
About 10 days around the festival time, and they're in clay pots,
And how is it celebrated in India? Is it a several-day celebration or a one-day?
Normally, it's like about 5 days of celebration, but then the festivities start like a month back, and the family gets together, decides what to do. You go to the market and you buy all kinds of new clothes and jewelry, and especially firecrackers. Because in USA we go to a central point to watch all the display, but in India each one has their own little stash in their homes. So when it is sunset, then we burn those firecrackers at home.
Now, there's one thing I've learned from you folks over the years. When it comes to your celebrations, it's never just one day. It's always several days,
That's right? Especially with Diwali. Especially with Diwali. And then, there's so many things after you buy, and then the fireworks, and then there's puja. We have a worship in the morning, and evening times we're exchanging gifts and taking walks to see the best row of lights and things like that.
Oh, how neat.
Yeah, and this is the time actually we teach our children what is right, how to get rid of all the, hatred, jealousy in you and things like that. Show them a path which they can walk for their lives.
Here in the village, how is it going to be celebrated? And is it, are you going to be having people put out lights? Or I know you're having the Festival of Lights, which is going to be at Clubhouse 5, but are you going to be doing more things around that as well?
We have a good outline of that, and we are welcoming everybody. Laguna Club residents, India Club members, people from outside, they are all heartily welcomed. And I'll give you a brief outline of that so they will know what to expect.
Okay.
The event will be from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And it is jam-packed with a lot of exciting things.
Right.
And here I'll just, here's some outline. The event will commence at 4 p.m. With a social hour of cocktails and wine, beer, etc. at a no-host bar. They can also get henna painting done and shop at a mini bazaar there for jewelry and trinkets and bangles and clothing, etc. And at 5 o'clock, everybody will go inside the auditorium.
They will welcome you warmly with lights in the auditorium, and we will serve you special Diwali snacks and sweets. And then the extravaganza starts on the television, on the stage there in the Clubhouse 5. And the star attraction is a classical dancer named Vinayini. She's a young classical dancer, highly trained, and she is going to present 2 items, one Kuchipudi and one Kathak. And Kathak and Kuchipudi are classical dance idioms of India, which are highly stylized, and one has to receive tremendous training to be able to perform in that. And Vinayini, especially, she is trained by her mother, Dr. Sinduri, who is an internationally acclaimed dancer with over 2,500 performances all over the world, and many, many accolades and honors to her credit. So she is extremely well trained, and this is star attraction of the whole evening. And okay, it doesn't end there. After this is over, the classical dance, we are going to present another dance genre, which is ethnic folk dance of India. And the ethnic folk dances, they will be representing many different states of India, like Maharashtra, Bengal, Punjab,
yeah, I've heard about
South
that before
India.
When you've been on.
And
yeah.
It's a different flavor altogether. Classical dance is highly stylized like ballet, and it has its own discipline.
Okay.
And it is extremely beautiful to look at. When you talk about ethnic dance, it is robust, it's charming, and it has its own boldness and a original charm, particularly from that state's culture. So we have 18 dancers lined up to perform different folk dances.
I understand we only have a couple minutes left, that this is celebrated, it has been celebrated in the White House as well?
Absolutely. It started back in Bill Clinton's era. The first Diwali celebration was in Bill Clinton's office, and that was in the year 2000.
Okay.
And then it was first just a message. Then in 2003, George Bush celebrated it. And from 2009, since Obama celebrated that, there has been Diwali in White House. The celebration goes every year.
Wow.
Last November, Trump had it done so beautifully.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And so we got about a minute left. You wanted to make a couple final remarks here.
Yeah, I have some exciting news. You know, the mayor of Laguna Woods, Mrs. Cynthia Connors,
yes,
and her husband, Mr. Jim Connors, they're both coming to the event, and we're very excited about that. And there's just one last thing I want to share is this quote from Martin Luther King Jr., which sums up Diwali. He says that darkness cannot be driven out by darkness, you know.
Yeah.
And hatred cannot be driven out by hatred. We need love. So that's the message of Diwali. And I'm welcoming all of you to Diwali and hope to see you all there on November 3rd.
Thank you. We are all preparing hard for that right now.
Sounds good. Thank you, ladies, for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
All right.
And folks, we're out of time, so we will see you all tomorrow. You take care. That's